How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all good? I see a nose jacket back there. Go Nose. Yeah.
Well, obviously you're already a favorite here. You don't need to win over this crowd, but we'll give you a chance to do it anyway. Such great fans here in Pensacola, and such a great uplifting community for you to grow and develop as a player and a person. What does it mean to come back here to Fish Fest and see these fans in Pensacola?
I'm blessed. So blessed to come back and be able to, come back to my own community. Seeing faces, where I come from, and it's amazing, man. I can't ask for it no other way.
You had a great year last year in terms of team success and some individual progression as well. The Jupiter Hammerheads, for the first time in team history, won the Florida State League Championship. And I've talked with a couple of our other guests about the importance of building a winning culture. How much fun was it for you to be part of a winning team?
Oh, it was great, man. We just, our team chemistry was incredible. We had guys from, the country in Louisiana to all the way to Idaho to anywhere. We all just came together and as one to be brothers and really play for each other. And our managers and our faculty, engraved that into us early. We all just embraced it, and we got that championship, got that ring.
You can be as modest as you like, but you were a pretty big part of especially the playoff success that team had. Some exciting walk-off finishes as you made your way to the title. What's your favorite memory looking back at that 2023 championship run?
You're gonna make me pick a favorite?
Well, you can give a couple if you like.
Oh, favorite.
I know we were following those playoffs on the Gamecast as I was broadcasting the game here in Pensacola, giving updates. And Jordan's up. Jordan made it on base. Jordan scored the winning run. Stuff like that. It was a lot of fun to follow. Had to be even more fun to be a part of it.
And the best moment was, of course, winning the championship, that last out, and knowing that everything paid off, and we finally did it together. But I say another personal moment was the walk off. Everybody knew that it was a day that I'll never forget. September 13th, my mom passed in 2022 on that day, and that same day I had to wake up and play a playoff game. And I went out and I got a walk off. So it was a blessing. It was a great feeling that night. I couldn't even go to sleep, man. I was just thinking like, man, I did it.
Well, you had a lot of people back here in Pensacola cheering you on, so it was really cool to see.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, just kind of because I know the world of minor league baseball pretty well, I know that Jupiter and the team that you share that field with, the Palm Beach Cardinals, were kind of nomads in that league as that field was undergoing or preparing to undergo some renovations. What was that experience like, not really even having a home field for your team for the better part of the season?
We just had to, make it work. Our manager said, man, it's minor league balls for you guys. You just got to make it work. We're still going to show up every day. We're still going to play hard. We're still going to get our work in. We might not have the resources, as many resources that we had, but it all turned out great.
How much do you follow the other affiliates in the minor league system of the Marlins? I know that, when we're here at the clubhouse pregame, if the Marlins are in the Eastern time, we'll be watching the first couple innings of their game before we go out here. And you've gotten to know so many other people who are at other levels now in the Marlins organization. You follow them pretty closely throughout the season?
Yeah, I knew most of the AA and the high A players, so it was actually a win-win with me knowing most of the Pensacola players this year. I just talked to Nasim the other day. Sadly he's gone from us, but it's just knowing those guys and actually getting a relationship with them and being like brothers and friends. We all keep up with each other. We had like big group chats and talk to each other throughout the season because we know like the battles that we go through, and it's a long season.
I was
away from home.
I was going to ask about Nasim. Nasim Nunez, for those who don't know, a big part of the team the last 2 years. He was picked up in the Rule 5 draft by the Washington Nationals, and in short, that allows him an opportunity to get on a major league roster right away, provided he stays on that big league roster. So it's a great opportunity for Nasim. Our loss is their gain, and we're really happy to see him get that chance. But in the midst of his departure, we had a lot of tributes on our social media. He shouted you out, pretty much saying, all right, you're next. You're going to fill my spot. Now, it might not be A to B because you've got a couple levels to go, but what has Nassim's mentorship meant to you?
Man, that's my boy right there, man. I've been knowing Nas since Breakthrough Series days in high school. He was 2 years older than me. He was 2019, I was 2021. So we looked up to those guys who were in the grades above us, and we actually got to be on the same team this year. So it was spring training times and being down there with those guys. Man, they just tell us what's to come, and that way we weren't surprised as much as they were, because they might not have had the resources that we had with them being there and mentoring us and stuff. And it's just it's a great feeling when you run across guys like that. You don't see those type of guys every day.
Speaking of mentorship, your brother decided to go to college, whereas you were drafted out of high school, and he's had a pretty great college career, winning a national championship and now transferring over. How has your relationship developed with your brother as he now potentially prepares to join the professional ranks alongside you?
I told him, man, it's going to be a little different. The minor league is going to be a little different than the SEC ball on the weekend.
Yeah.
Down there at Ole Miss, when they play against Mississippi State, it was like 13,000 people there. You come to one of our games, it might be 500.
Right.
So the atmosphere a little different. Obviously it's a longer season, but the only thing he tells me is like, well, at least you don't got to do school. Like, but it's still like it's still pretty tough. But I think he's ready. I think he's ready for it.
And he's transferred to a new program, and you're excited to see him in what might be his last collegiate season, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was going to catch a game this year, but I'm heading up to South Florida early, so
you've got other obligations. Yeah.
I'll see him on TV.
When you were drafted in high school, when anyone is drafted in high school, you're just relying a lot on projections, not who someone is, but who they might be a couple years down the road. Yeah. Well, we're now a couple years down the road with you. How have you changed, developed, and grown as a baseball player?
The scouting report, I mean,
the power?
I don't really know the scouting report on me much, but I do know that power is one thing. I didn't gain like 25 pounds since I've been in the league for two or 3 years, which is one of the main things they wanted me to do.
Well, I think a lot of fans in attendance have gained 25 pounds over the last couple of years, but good weight, good 25 pounds, right? Yeah.
Training, you got to train, man, get that good weight on you. And it's just also developing your mind, man. Baseball is a game of failure, and we all know that. So it's just you got to be tough mentally, and trying to build that with the full affiliate year this year, and actually seeing how a full season works, and it's great. Man.
You don't know, I don't know, perhaps the Marlins don't know where you're going to be this upcoming season. You ended in Jupiter. The next step up for you would be Beloit, our friends up there in Wisconsin. Get ready to, bring a down jacket up there if you want. But I'll ask my final question, similar to the questions I asked of the other players. What does a successful 2024 season look like for Jordan McCants?
Another championship.
Regardless of the level.
I don't care what level I'm on. I get a championship, we get a ring, we popping bottles and everything.
I love that.
Matter of fact, that was one of the best moments too. Every time we won the playoff series and to get to the playoffs, we would like do the champagne showers and stuff. Man, that was crazy. I can't, man. That was crazy.
We got to do it 3 times in 22 as the Blue Wahoos. 2 more times last year. Came 2 wins short of doing it again, but hopefully some more champagne showers for the Blue Wahoos this summer and for Jordan McCants. Quint, you had one more thing you'd like to say?
Yeah, I don't know if you're aware of this, but every year the Marlins pick one player from the minor leagues as their person that really is an outstanding community citizen. And wasn't that you?
Yes.
Again. Twice in a row, 2 years in a row.
Out of all the players in the minor league system, they pick one player that they think represents the community, the integrity. So you imagine winning it once, but you imagine how outstanding you have to be to win it twice. So let's give Jordan one night.
That includes coming to events like this. You don't even play for the Blue Wahoos yet. We hope to see you here soon, but thanks for coming out. Thanks for taking the time.
I know. I can't wait till I get to the Sky Carps.
Well, we've got a few more minutes of Fish Fest if you want to run upstairs one last time, but we want to thank you all for coming here, and we hope to see you not just on opening day, but in those exhibition games before opening day. Baseball season will be here before we know it. Thank you. Good night.
For sure.